Shalom royalty, it's Ellie here. Please excuse the audio, I don't have a microphone. Um, and so happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, all of the spiritual fathers, all the godfathers, all of the men who have their own children, all the granddads. We really need y'all. I really do appreciate all of the positive father figures in my life. I'm blessed to still have my father in my life. My mother's father, my granddad, he passed away a few years ago. So rest in peace to him. He used to be a pastor. And I really do appreciate all of the values and morals that were instilled in my life by the masculine energy. So you guys, on this channel we keep it spiritual. It's not just about, blood relatives and different things like that. It's about who, as a man, has fed your spirit, you know. I love being able to have spiritual conversations with my dad. I'm able to talk about really anything with my dad. It's really cool. And growing up, I realized that a lot of people, especially females, aren't able to talk about certain things with their fathers. And so, even from a young age, I was able to be very open about certain things with my dad. And as an adult now, I could be even more open about certain things. So it's really cool. He went ahead and headed to the store to go get some extra stuff. I'm going to show you guys what we're working with right now. So while he is at the store, I am watching the grill. These are some lamb chops. And a cool thing we did to avoid using a whole bunch of lighter fluid and stuff, we got some cotton balls and put Vaseline on them and put them in here instead of little pieces of paper and using a bunch of lighter fluid. This one, okay. And so yeah, it got the charcoal lit straight up. Go ahead and try it. We did try it a little while ago before we put it on the grill. It's a cool science experiment to do. Me and my younger sibling, they're a teenager. That was what we did for fun a little while ago, so we knew it would work today. So yeah, I'm just watching over these guys while he is at the store. We get turned up. I think it's pretty cool too. And I know a lot of people celebrated Juneteenth and stuff yesterday. This is, I'm gonna tie all this in with Father's Day, but the only reason I really push for Juneteenth is because I want to get our people away from 4th of July, because obviously it's not a holiday that's meant for us. So if anything, I don't mind celebrating Juneteenth if we are going to do firecrackers and stuff during this time of year. If we're going to do they did fireworks last night, which is cool. So if you're going to do fireworks, you're going to barbecue, you're going to do anything, do it for Juneteenth or for Father's Day. I don't really see why our people still haven't gotten the concept of they don't really care about us. Yes, it's a national holiday, federal holiday now, but it's already been a holiday for a while. I was going to push it regardless of whether they made it a federal holiday or not. Don't worry, this is just iced tea. We got the Merlot in there. I'm not drinking that yet. And so, when you take into account Juneteenth, right, and you understand the fact that we were freed from slavery, right? We were freed from legally bonding slavery where you have to work for a white person on their plantation. That is what we were freed from. But you also have to remember, the father was attacked during slave periods. What they call buck training? Something like that, just the gross stuff that they used to do to our men. Our fathers are strong leaders. Forgive me if I'm mixing the term up. But it's like buck training, something like that. And they used to do wild stuff to men. to break them. And they would do it in front of the women. They would do it in front of their children, to where they emasculated them, made them feel less than a man. So the fact that we celebrate Juneteenth right before Father's Day, I think that's actually a beautiful thing, because it's like all at the same time remembering who we actually are. So whether you are like for the whole, oh, we're free from slavery thing, or, you know, or you just look at it as in a symbolic way, the way that I do, just understanding that we were freed from the plantation, and we are also using this time to remember who we actually are. We are not slaves. We were never slaves. Even though we were slaves, you have to remember who we are on the inside. Our physical bodies, our ancestors, if you want to use that term, may have gone through slavery, but we, as a spirit, as a body, are not slaves. Remember who your father is. Remember who you are. Remember who you belong to. Yes, you are blessed with your physical parents, and when I say blessed, it doesn't mean you had a fantastic childhood. It doesn't mean you enjoyed your childhood. It doesn't even mean that you had a present father in your life. Regardless of any of that, you were a seed mixed with an egg, so you have to be grateful for the life that you have here. Every day is the same thing. Every single day is the same thing. You are intentionally living in the present. And a lot of times with that, you're learning history and you're planning for the future. None of that seems glamorous, but that's just the way that life is until it becomes glamorous. Even those glamorous things become old. It doesn't matter. You know, you have plenty of celebrities and rich people who aren't happy with their lives. So it's about enjoying life while you have it. And if you have your fathers in your life, whether you have your father, your grandfather, your uncle who was a father figure to you, your adoptive father, you know, just be grateful for them, and be grateful for them and the role that they play in your life. And I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. Those of you who either still gangbanging or used to gangbang, and those men who are in your life who brought you into that life, whether they were a completely good influence or not, they just provided that, you know, the oomph in your life. You know, maybe you had a single mother and she, you know, she could only provide for you so much, and she didn't provide that masculine energy. Some of these men who are in our lives right now, they, you know, they kind of needed that. Whether it was a quote-unquote good influence or not, at least they got to learn the principles. Because a lot of drug dealers convert from being drug dealers to businessmen. Drug dealers are the best businessmen, because not only do they make bank doing something illegal, but when they transfer into doing things the legal way, they make bank regardless. So, I mean, you know, and it's not about money either. It's about the principles of business. It's about, you are the leader, you are the head, and then you have those who are up under you. You have your employees. Okay? So, I mean, they learn the principle, and they learn, like, you know, the way of life, really. And it's really cool. I really like, you know, you just have to admire certain things about certain people. You can learn from everybody. It doesn't matter if they're a good influence or not. But yeah, that's all that I wanted to say. Happy Father's Day. I hope you guys enjoyed your Juneteenth celebration. If you did celebrate, I'm over here watching the grill, and we are pretty much just going to be grilling and eating all day long. And I am no longer vegan. My fast ended yesterday, so I'm going to be enjoying these lamb chops. I'm going to enjoy them. Yes. All right. Shalom royalty, and I'll see you in the next one. Tawada.